is freaking gym time. We are getting back on the grind. We've been dieting for last week, took this weekend off. Now we're gonna diet for another week, take this week off. So I basically will do one cheat meal once a week for the first 4 weeks that I start to get into dieting. It's just a little bit easier, but I really want to try to bring up my arms. Even though I'm prepping for a powerlifting meet, guys, it's about how you look now. So we had 200 grams of fish, 250 grams of rice pre-workout, and we're gonna have a muffin on the way. This is just a baby muffin, and we are gonna dry scoop our pre-workout because I don't have any cups. So that's done. I'm gonna eat this muffin. I'm just gonna do one big squat session. It's getting so heavy so fast.
Looks like you're working there. If you'd had at least 1 or 2 more, then it should be great.
What is up, everyone? Long time no see, and as you can see, I don't have a stupid purple wall anymore. We're painting the entire room black, and how much would this distract you guys from me talking? Much better. Alright, so the main purpose of this video is the importance of core stability when you're squatting. So when I was a kid growing up, I didn't care because I literally thought the squat was legs and like a little bit of back, but as I'm increasing in weight and as I'm increasing in doing different various types of squats, I'm really noticing the difference of where this really comes into play. For example, I'm about to throw up 2 clips of a front squat that I did the other week, and 500 was legit a breeze, so easy. So I went to 550, and I just didn't have the core stability or the upper back strength to hold the bar on the front, and as you can, well, you're about to see right now, but I literally got folded in half. As you can see, that is how important core stability is for everything. Now, the second most important thing when it comes to squatting, I don't know what your main goal is, so if your main goal is to grow, then I would say you need to stick between that 12 to 20 rep range. So making sure your cardio is really high. As you can see earlier in these clips, I did 500 for 17 or 18 reps, and I could probably do 20, 22, 23, but my cardio is not that good, guys. So by the 17th rep, I was gassed, and you could even see me leaning over the bar, literally like gasping for air. And yes, that is very heavy. But you really need to make sure that your cardio is up to point. You need to make sure that your hip flexors, so the muscles inside and outside your abductors and adductors, and your hip flexors are always stretched out. I used to be under the huge impression that stretching was bad because you wanted to be as tight as possible when lifting the weights. And I've kind of realized that's not really the case anymore. You don't want to be, because that just creates more room for injury. So sure, like maybe you don't feel as tight, but this will help you with one of two things. One, it'll help you dig slightly deeper into the hole, and that's one of my biggest issues. As you can see, almost every single one of my squats is exactly 90 degrees. I almost cut depth like by a couple inches on some of the reps, so the more that I can stretch my hip flexors and my adductors and all that, the easier it is for me to dig deep down into the hole. The second thing that's going to do is it's going to take a lot of pressure off the quads and throw a lot of more tension on your hamstrings and glutes. So you guys can do the math. One muscle versus using 3, 4, 5 muscles, you're going to be able to lift a lot more weight. So the three biggest things going into squat is: 1, make sure your cardio is really high. 2, don't neglect core work. A lot of people say, I squat and deadlift, man, I do train core. No, I'm talking about core braces, planks, actually training weighted core just to strengthen those muscles. And guys, it does not make your core bulky. You guys have seen me prep for bodybuilding shows to powerlifting, and sure, is my core a little wider when I'm prepping for powerlifting? Of course, but the minute I diet down to that unreal level for bodybuilding, I think my waist is 29 or 30 inches. So if that's a big waist, then sue me. And number 3 is make sure that you're always stretching your hip flexors, your abductors, even your lower back. The more free range of motion that you can have, the better. Ben Polanski says it best: there's active range of motion, and then there's range of motion. Range of motion is anything that you can force yourself down into, and the risk of injury is a lot higher. Active range of motion is when you're going down and your body comes to a stop. So where is that? Just for example, if you were to put your arms straight and you're just going to go up like this, so that's basically where my arms stop by themselves. Range of motion is I can go all the way back there, but the risk of injury is a lot higher. Squat's going to be the same thing. So if you go down and you stop just above 90 degrees, trying to push that extra bit down is going to be a higher risk of injury. But if you keep stretching, keep doing all of that, and then your active range of motion becomes slightly below 90, not only are you going to perform better in meets, but you ain't going to get chirped on Instagram as well. So I'm so sorry for being so absent from YouTube, guys. So much has been going on with my life, starting a new job, and just things really haven't been going my way, but I'm using that towards lifting, and now that we're prepping for the US Open, it's really time to get back on track and everything. I'm going to post a physique update right after this. Current weight is 225 pounds, and we're going to track the progress of the strength and my physique. I am dieting like a bodybuilder going into the US Open, because it ain't about how much you lift, it's about how good you look while you lift now. So we're gonna get this done, guys, and videos every Tuesday. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I'm gonna come up with some type of schedule that I can show you the main lifts and hopefully give you guys some tips, some tricks. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna respond to everyone because no one comments anyways. So have a good day.
Pretty smooth on that.